Hello, Capricorn. We're here to talk about Chiron, the healing planet, moving into Aries. It's moving out of Pisces, the emotional sign, or water sign, which means it moves, the emotions move like the tides, and Pisces is often a very emotional energy, and into a stronger, more I can't say down to earth, because I don't believe Aries is a down to earth sign. It's more of a warrior sign, and there's many forms of warriors, of course. But Chiron moves into Aries on April 18th, 2018, and stays there till 2027. So we have a lot of time to do what we need to do with Aries and Chiron together. There's a short retrograde in the fall, but that's it. Okay, let's see what we can find out. First of all, let's find out what the love cards have to say for us today. Okay, I think this one. Let's see what this one is. It could be something very good. Well, they're all very good because they're love cards. Compassion. You demonstrate the language of the heart by actively sharing and living love. So you're actively sharing and living love. Compassion. Well, that's very good model. Let's see what else we have to find out. And we will pull out my cards, the ones I prefer. Okay, that's an interesting pull. So, let's see what we can see. It's a little messy, but it'll still talk to me. Okay, there's the first card. Wow, good start. Compassion, of course. Because with your compassionate, you have to first of all be compassionate for yourself. And it goes along with love, compassion, caring, and hatred. How much you hate yourself, it's how much you can hate another person. How much you can love yourself, it's how much you can love another person. How much you can be compassionate with yourself is how much you can be compassionate with another. Though I would suggest that compassion and love are pretty darn close together. So the first card is Six of Wands. And for me, the Six of Wands it's a good card. And if you know anything about racetracks and horses, you know they work really, really hard to become fit. And they're like any athlete. They have to be exactly on their prime to go into a race and win, especially the big races. Obviously, these two are very pleased with each other because they've worked hard and they've won the race. So things are going well for you right now. The healing aspects should be good. So what else do we have? I'd love to stop right there, actually, because it is such a nice card. So the second card is Five of Swords, and the way I read it, and have always read it, is that if you've gathered tools from everything you've done, you've gone through the ringer probably 2 or 3 times by now, and that would be the emotional ups and downs. And with its compassion you're dealing with, you probably made a few what you consider mistakes, and you've learned to deal with it. You've learned to handle it. And what is a mistake? Well, I don't believe there is such a thing as mistakes. I believe there's lessons learned. But I learned that the hard way. I too had to be compassionate with myself. So if you've been conned out of your money, or you've had a flat tire on the road because you didn't bother to check the air pressure, they're not mistakes, they're learning circumstances, and that's it. And you gathered more tools from it. It gave you strength. It gave you strength and knowledge on how to surf or how to ride those ways when things are not working right. For instance, if you have a flat tire on the side of the road, you know that you want to have CAA or roadside assistance, and you want to have a telephone, unless you know how to change a tire yourself. And let me tell you, I learned when I was younger, I learned how to change a tire in 5 minutes flat. I learned that how to keep things ready and on hand. So, very good. So you've done this, you're winning, you've got the tools, and now maybe it's time for a little bit of love. And the goddess, and whichever goddess you like or choose, there are many of them out there, Astara, Lakshmi, many different goddesses. But if you choose a goddess, you know that the goddesses they look after their own. And if you're dealing with things and you call to the goddess, she will look after you. She may not do it the way you want it done, but she will do it the way she thinks is right. She's a tough lady. They all are. But the nice thing about goddesses is they like you to be in couples. So it doesn't matter what kind of couple, but she expects you to learn together. She expects you to grow together, 1,000-petal lotuses. But when it comes to getting information from the heavens, you will get informations from the heavens as one. You will learn different things together, like with the male energy, or we'll learn the energy that is predominantly for men. And I'm not exactly sure what that is, because, well, like every woman in this earth, men are a little bit, I don't understand them. And quite frankly, I'm pretty darn certain men do not understand women. So we're okay at that. Everybody is in the same boat. But for some reason or other, we really like the positive and negative energy together. And Capricorn, I know a few Capricorns, and they have had their share of heartache and frustration, wishing that they were part of the crowd. The Capricorns I know are really good at being bears and hibernating in caves when they get upset. But this one suggests that a lot of the slings and arrows are in the back or in the past, because you're running towards the sun. And you guys, you're not afraid of hard work. Hard work is nothing to you. But let's find one more card. Yeah. Well, I guess it's reminding you of all the things you've done and the courage you've had in the past, because I don't see those. I don't feel them as anything that will hold you tight to your to the next few months' growth. They might be emotions that you've dealt with and that are coming back to say, hey, you notice these because you're finished with them. Because it does, I get the courage card. On the courage card, go forward and courage, because you do know these things. And sometimes when they come back to say, hey, you know this stuff, and please let it go, sometimes it brings up lots of memories, but you've got it, you're going to make it, and you've got tremendous amount of support from the guides. Plus, what's a better way of learning compassion for yourself, right? There is not a better way in the world. And also, action. You have the courage to express the unique loving colors of your soul. So everything I was saying is basically summed up in compassion and action. So you have tremendous amount of support. You have tremendous amount of courage. You are strong ability to work. Work doesn't scare you at all. And these are all old energy that's coming up to be let go, because the goddess is here and she's chosen you and you've chosen her. Well, if you haven't, that's all right. She's chosen you. So she's there to support you through the remembrances. You've got the tools. And obviously the energy of this next the next little while is very good. Okay, compassion and action. You've got this, Capricorn. Namaste and bye.